telling you how we raised up and
Yeah, I'm gon' blow my mood. I'm gon' turn this bitch up if you snooze. Bitch, I'm finna win, you finna lose. Your little hoe, he gon' choose. He like a bitch like Keisha, cause I'm cool. Keep talking shit and I'm gon' up this tool. Don't make me call them goons. You smell me when I step into the room. I'm high as fuck, okay.
Real life street stars. We here with young Nisa, aka Black Keish. What it is?
What it do? What it do?
Man, for everybody deaf, dumb, stupid, been living up under a rock, tell them where you from and how long you been doing your thing.
Man, look, I've been doing my thing for as long as I can remember. That's number one, so I can't tell you exact number.
Tell them what it is that you do.
What I do is everything. I mix, I engineer, I'm a rapper, I'm a beast on that mic too. I'm a radio personality, I DJ your party, I MC, I host, whatever.
So right out the gate, I'm gonna ask you,
yeah.
Motorboat with Nicki Minaj and Cardi B, or Remy Ma and Lil Kim? Oh, I said Motorboat.
Oh, you was Motorboat. I know where your mind is.
Yeah.
Oh, man, what?
Motorboat.
Look, look, this is what I'm gonna do to you. I'm gonna ask you a question.
Okay.
Why I gotta pick?
No, I'm just asking which one's gonna hold it.
You know what I'm saying? Like.
No, because okay,
because you ain't gonna do two dudes against two girls.
But you know why we do that?
Why?
Because the females do that to themselves. Right or wrong.
I don't participate.
But right or wrong, do they get along?
Hey, none of my business. None of my business.
Say, what the fuck is he talking about?
Right. That don't have nothing to do with Black.
He's definitely the messiest nigga in real life.
Which song though?
He started out. He jumped out with it. Okay. Yeah. Hey, I don't play them games.
So you're being the jack of all trades, being
Right.
that you've done so many things, being so experienced in many things. What do you like doing the most?
To be honest, everything. Because everything ties together. Like everything I do, it ties in together. And I learned something that helped me in another space. So, I mean, I love rapping, but if I didn't know radio, I wouldn't understand how to approach with my records and stuff like that, or even how to market to, you know what I'm saying? So, everything.
And what's the station that you
99.7 KMJJ, big station. Hey, check my numbers. I am the best. All right.
Hey, say that.
I'm the
Say
number
that.
one. I let my numbers speak. I ain't even got to tell it. See, I can go backtrack and double check and see what I do.
So how you get into radio in Shreveport?
How did I get? Okay. When I moved to Shreveport, I had came out of college and I didn't want to move back up north because it's just too damn cold. Like I couldn't do no winters. But I had been in Shreveport before when my people stay there. So I just went to a radio station and I just kept going. That was my thing. Like we was talking about the Ludacris story. Like I literally was like, okay, well, I'm in a city I'm not necessarily from. I don't know everybody, but I know musically everybody surrounding themselves with a radio station. So I was a street team. That's what we call a street team.
So is that like the procedure? You got to go street team in order to.
You don't.
Oh, you don't.
Uh-uh.
You get straight
no,
on?
that was just my gateway in, And once I got like a key to get in the building, I was always there. So then I would late at night I go up there, learn the boards, and then I started board hopping. Once I started board hopping, I board hopped for mixed shows. Then they gave me a Sunday shift, and then it went from there.
Now, I was always wondering about this. I always wondered about this about radio. I had like one of my favorite radio hosts. One day he just wasn't there no more. Like they ain't send him off. They ain't say nothing about it.
Did he go work somewhere else?
Nigga just wasn't Junebug on K104. This nigga just wasn't there no more. Like what happened? Like do they just?
It all depends on the person. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a real job. It is actually a real.
I'm saying they
job.
don't send you off. They don't kind of like show you no love on the way out. They just don't say shit about it.
They write you off so
That shit was real weird to me. Like
I don't know. Like I guess sometimes so it's like a Tom Joyner. Tom Joyner announced that he is about to retire,
right.
And that'll be in 2019. You will no longer have Tom Joyner hosting the Tom Joyner Morning Show. That's different. You know what I'm saying? I guess it would depend. It depends on your legacy. It depends on how the city feel about you. It depends on how you left. I mean, you leave on good terms or bad terms, or you know what I'm saying, what the situation is. Because at the end of the day, it is a job. I think that's what people on the outside of radio don't realize, that it's actually a job. So
I want to get on this Black Keish, man.
yeah.
Let's
get into that Black Keish.
So how did you come up with that name? Tell me what that means, what that represents.
It kind of I don't like. I don't know, like my real name is Keisha. It's my real name. And then, so I wanted something to like separate me from radio, because a lot of people was just knowing me from radio because I've done so well in radio that kind of overshadowed like the music part of it. So I was talking to my son's father. Actually was like, you should do this. You should go by, you know what I'm saying, XYZ, because he's like, man, you a strong, powerful woman. You kind of move how you move, and he's like, it's just kind of one of them things. I was like, yeah, you know what, you're right. That's lit, you know what I'm saying? And then I get to express myself as myself rather than
Your latest video.
go with my move.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go with my move.
That's what y'all supposed to do every day, all day. Go with your move.
You had a feature
Uh-huh.
from Ratchet Life.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Ratchet Life.
Man.
How was it? How did y'all link up? I remember you told me that. Did he hit you up?
Yeah. Well, it's crazy because Ratchet Life, okay, if you ask any other, like, any rapper in the streets or whatever in Shreveport who got the best following, you know what I'm saying, the young generation fuck with, it was Ratchet Life, you know what I'm saying?
Sickest in the city.
Sickest in the city, you know what I'm saying? So I was already familiar, you know, I'm gonna be familiar with who hot, what's hot or whatever. So I had started just dropping a little snippet of the song, just kind of see, you know, I put on my Instagram, and lo and behold, like, he hit me up, he said, hey, I want to get on a remix. I was like, shit, when you want to do it? You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't even no question, you know what I'm saying? And then once he came through, because I have my own studio, so he came through and he recorded it, and then he came back, we did some more stuff, like we got, you know what I'm saying, another track. Then we was working on a whole nother track that we was waiting for the beat to get done, but that will never surface, you know what I'm saying? But from what I know of him, he always talk family guy, you know what I'm saying? Like, even if you coming through my spot, hey, I got such and such with me, that's cool, you know what I'm saying? So he's just he got a good spirit, like he got a good personality.
Yeah,
I think that's what the people, besides the fact he can rap, you know what I'm saying?
He got something. It looked like y'all had a lot of fun in that video,
Man,
too.
like a lot, we did, and what I thought was good that, you know, if you look at all his other videos, you know what I'm saying, you might see a different perspective, but you kind of get to see a fun side of him, which was like, to me, the side that's personal, you know what I'm saying? Like the side I kind of, you know, we recording, BT Awards Zone, we all in the studio, and we cracking jokes, and you know what I'm saying? So that was kind of the side that Go With My Move got the show.
So, you real life street stars, we be in Shreveport, we be in the projects.
Yeah.
And I asked about young Nisa, and they be like, man, she cool, she down there, man, you can talk to her. And you professional too,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
explain to me that balance, how you
I
between
feel
the
like,
streets and everything.
well, I mean, I don't always dress like this. Well, yes, I do. Most of the time I dress like this. I do kind of, you know, doll it up a little bit more. But I feel like people should be able to connect, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm real big on that, you know? So I don't want people to feel like I'm higher than, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I might need somebody for something, you know what I'm saying? You never know what bridge you got to cross in life. This person could be down here right now, 2 years later be here, and they be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? So that's how I think, you know what I'm saying? You just treat people how you want to be treated, you know what I'm saying? And then I'm just cool, laid back, like, that's my actual real personality type. So I think that's how that works.
I noticed in your video, man, you had your son in there with you.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all was on the game. How hard is it to juggle your career and
Being a parent?
Being a parent.
It's difficult. Well, not with my child. Now, who you seen in the video, that's actually one of my dancers that's on there. But but if anybody sees me, 9 times out of 10, you're going to see my family with me. So for me, it's easy because my son I don't know, I got lucky. It ain't the other way around. I got lucky. He been going with me to the radio station, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people mess with him harder than they mess with me, you know what I'm saying? So, and he's a good kid. Like, his temperament is good, so.
Is he interested in doing any music?
He like, you know what? He's starting to like the keys. Every time we go to Guitar Center or something like that, he find him a keyboard, and that's what he want to rock with.
Yeah, he out there shooting pool right now.
Yeah, like
He in there with the gangsters.
yeah. Like, people gravitate to him like, I ain't, shoot, okay, you know what I'm saying? But the type of child I have, yes, but it's still not easy, y'all. Like, it's not at all. Like, but it's motivating, because I wasn't pushing my rap as hard as I am after I had my son. I was like, shoot, I could get a real bag. You know what I'm saying? Like I could, all right. You know what I'm saying? It was like, okay, I might be able to do it. When I had him, it's like I gotta do it. You know what I'm saying? So that's how that worked out.
You got dancers? So how does that work?
Well, like, okay, so
Like on the team, like on payroll.
that's my dog. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So like you know, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like if I have a performance or a show or whatever, let's roll, or you know what I'm saying? Or hey, I'm finna show up, or like I'm just gonna rock with who rock with me. That's kind of how I roll.
Shout out to Big B. That's a bad motherfucking track.
Y'all
We
need to
got
get
to
y'all
salute
Big B track, man. Big B. That's to me like that's the driving force behind the record. Like I knew I had to match the vibe and intensity of that track. You know what I'm saying? And the feedback I get a lot of times, like, man, Nisa, yeah, you can rap. Like, well, I never had that it thing. You know what I'm saying? It, to sound like Louisiana. Like, man, you need to get on more Big B beats. Like, you know what I'm saying? They like my voice on his tracks, but the intensity of that record, like you could play it without the words and you gonna dance to it still. Yeah. That's a win-win to me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
It seems like Louisiana is able to break a lot of artists. I'm curious because I don't know if they have, you know, a lot of resources down there, but why do you think it is that so many talented artists are able to get to the next level coming from Louisiana?
Man, you got a lot of powerful DJs out of Louisiana, big or small. You know what I'm saying? You really have to respect the DJ. That's number one. And then once you get somebody like people behind your record, I feel like you gotta respect the people. You know what I'm saying? So when you get the right people to co-sign your records, or you got a record that they can't not mess with, the right DJ get that, then it could be out of there.
So from the outside looking in, what would you say is the biggest problem with Dallas? And
I
why
don't,
they're
you know
not
what?
getting
I don't
to
know.
But that's that to me.
I
that
don't
would be the
know. So
problem.
I would need to ask y'all that question, because I look at Dallas like, ooh, big city. You know what I'm saying? Like even when we was talking about the playlist yesterday, like 2007, 8, 9, 10, like party list was like all, you know what I'm saying? Like that's all we played.
Okay, name 3 Dallas songs off the top of your head right now.
Off the top of my head, you gotta go with my Dougie Lil Will. What's the old school with yeah. Crook for Life, that's for sure. And then what's the one I like? You
just named
put it in
all these tracks like 15 years old.
Yeah, I mean, look, but this when I was in, you know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
I was in the club, like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Or
Right.
like, shoot, wow, it was big. You know what I'm saying? Teach Me How to Dougie. Whose song was that? Who?
That's Lil Will.
That was Lil Will, but somebody
from Cali, yeah.
They took that. You know what I'm saying? But
That's a damn
it's some other ones like I could, you know.
Y'all be showing love in the club though, 'cause I went out there, they was playing, I know I heard Yellow Beezy, I know I heard,
I like Yellow Beezy though.
yeah, I heard Mo 3, I heard
Mo 3 type.
T-Cash, they were playing T-Cash, and they was playing Lil Ronnie.
Yeah. They like. That's why I look at it different. You know what I'm saying? Like I look at it like, well, I need to go fuck with Dallas. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, it's more opportunity out here.
But that's what makes no sense. That to me is what makes no sense. It seems like there's more opportunity out here, but Louisiana's the one popping all the artists.
But I think like I forgot who told me, wherever you from is, you know, it's like you used to it. You know what I'm saying? And
You
so
think people could know you like, oh, I remember when it was, you know what I'm saying? And then that could be
you went to school with him.
yeah. So I don't know. It's just, it's tough. I can't call it on that, just to be honest. I'm not educated enough on Dallas history with the artists, but I know y'all, we mess with y'all music heavy. That's what I do know, you know what I'm saying? So for me, it's like, shoot, or a platform that y'all have like this. I don't have one of these back home. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all got a lot of subscribers, you know what I'm saying? Like y'all social media platform is, why would I not come here? You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of how I look at it. I don't know, but some of y'all might want to run, I don't know.
The latest thing on Meek Mills, what you think about that? That's going on with Meek Mills and
That's messed up.
and the judicial system.
That's messed up. That's messed up because, like, something that could be a mistake, or you know what I'm saying, time of your life you had to do what you had to do, is lingering that long, and then that's, you know what I'm saying, that's why you gotta go because you was popping willies on a bike, like. Now,
and the reason.
Right, I was saying, weren't those charges, it was something else, but both of the charges that he got recent were dismissed, so if your assistant district attorney didn't even want to press for you to do that, but the judge. The plight for the black man.
The black man's fucking plight, boy.
The
you
plight
said it.
for the black man is hard. Like,
I'm gonna play the devil's advocate.
Okay.
Do you think that him knowing that he's on probation, he should move a little differently? I mean, you are under a microscope. Should you really be popping willies in Miami? Should you really be at the club getting into it with niggas? Or shouldn't you move? Or should
You
you
would
be more
think so,
responsible?
but at the end of the day, they human too. People
Amen.
are going to fuck up in life. I know it's stuff. I'm not on that microscope yet, so it's stuff I did. Somebody be like, you should, you do, you know what I'm saying? So I could say what he shouldn't do all day, but it's still messed up though. You know?
Did Cardi B give life to all the thoughts to start rapping? Because there's a lot of them now. There's a lot of them now.
We went from the plight of the black man.
We did. To the plight
to the
of the
plight of the
scrubble. To the plight of the scrubble.
What you think about that? What you think about that?
I mean, I think, look, this is what I think.
She interviews too.
Look. Yeah,
Tell
I
me
like how she
something.
flipped this.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
this is what I think.
Okay.
I mean, they already entertainers, so they already got them one up.
They look well. Okay.
And they
Look at the industry now. Okay, say for instance, you look at like Instagram. Well, when a label is interested in you or something like that, they gonna look at your numbers on YouTube. They gonna look at your numbers on Instagram.
and
You know-
YouTube counts on the billboards now.
I tell you what people really don't know is that now in radio, when they look at charts, you know, you got your BDS Nielsen SoundScan charts.
Yeah.
Yes, they also look at Shazam.
Yeah, I heard
You know
Shazam. Somebody from Dirty Water Music told me Shazam is the #1 thing that they look for.
They looking at that in different
To
regions.
see, because it shows how many people are scanning and actively looking for your music.
So if niggas is on Instagram actively looking at these thoughts per se, you know what I'm saying? Why not? Why not rap? You know what I'm saying?
But how do you feel? You're
Man,
an artist, not
go
just a
with your
woman. You're an artist.
move. Go with your move.
Go with your motherfucking move.
Go with your move. Yeah.
Yeah, they say it's no longer the rap business, but the business of rap. You know, like they pretty much cookie cutting rap artists. What do you
Yeah.
feel about the artists? Like, not saying Cardi B has ghostwriters and things like that, but I'm suspecting. But what do you feel about someone putting together artists with these Instagram guys and females and stuff?
Man, these people are in the business to get a return on their investment. Right. I am a rapper. I'm all for talent. I don't necessarily agree with it, but that's how I work.
As a curiosity, what do you feel is the best era of rap music?
music?
80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s, or right
Me
now?
personally, well, see, when I was coming up, I got to hear Biggie and Tupac.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I got to hear, I was young, but I got to hear the early Snoop Dogg. I got to hear the Chronic. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't even like my pops. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the music that they listen to. So I got to experience that. Now it's weird because like we all grow up, but when we was little, that's what we listened to.
And now all you hear is Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci.
But
That song actually kind of genuine.
Okay, let's flip it. Let's flip it because when hip hop first started, you know what I'm saying? Like the biggest record, the hip hop, it's low key mumble.
No, it's fast.
It really is high key
yeah.
mumble rap.
High key.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then, you got your Eric B's and your Rakims and Public Enemy, and then, you know what I'm saying, Tribe Called Nation, Zulu Nation and all them, that came with that conscious rap. Then you got your Wu-Tang.
I ain't gonna lie, I feel like people are going harder now because I actually went back and like listened to some shit back in the day, and I was like, man, their
there was
albums
some-
wasn't really just going hard.
They
They whole album was
Rakim
just
hard.
No, I'm not saying they wasn't, but I'm saying niggas gotta put it like, if you really look at like Drake and all that, these niggas is putting out like
it was about the pattern. It was about the pattern of your rhyme.
I am a dolphin.
Elvis wasn't the like people.
Oh, Rex and Effects for real. Bone Thugs didn't know what nothing Bone Thugs was saying.
Hey, hold on. There is no slander of Bone Thugs.
Yeah, hey, listen. We grew up on the
I'm about to
Bone
say,
Thugs.
okay, then we good.
Bone Thugs and Friday, goddammit. That was
But how come they never gave the girl on the song no credit?
Hey, she from Shreveport.
Who is
she?
she?
From Shreveport?
The girl that was singing?
Tasha? Yeah, she from Shreveport.
Man, that's what I'm saying. They ain't put her on the credits or nothing.
Yeah.
She didn't get no points.
Look, I'm gonna tell you how I know
She
this.
said her name.
Look,
Hold on.
I'm gonna tell you how I know this. Okay, so I used to work at a call center, and man, hey, you gotta do that hustle, right? And so and this person is still my friend today. She was like, yeah, I know, blah 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 blah. So she called. I was like, you know her? I was like, can you like that was like hearing that Whitney Houston to me. That's how much like Bone Thugs. I'm from Ohio.
Oh, you're from Ohio?
I'm from Ohio, so you know what I'm saying. So that was like huge to me. So she called her, and I talked to her, and I was like, oh my God, I was just blown away. Like I was starstruck. Tasha, like yeah, I was blown away.
Cleveland, definitely.
In the highway, like everybody know that. So, man, that was major. And then I was like, you think I could get on the song? But
oh yeah, she was like, baby, I got kids.
Yeah, but Gucci gang.
Man, being an artist yourself and also being behind the boards and seeing how music, comes alive and what, is put out to the public.
Mm-hmm.
What do you feel is the most important part of making music today right now? The producer, the engineer, the rapper, the writer?
Dang, that's a good question.
It deserves a good answer.
Most important.
The engineer.
I mean, you're an engineer because okay. It is gonna be the engineer, and I'll tell you why. Because some rappers don't finish, they piece together their stuff, so they might go in.
I've seen it live. I'm telling you.
Your man's not hot. You know what I'm saying? Like,
bro. I've seen man can never be hot.
You're
done now.
Yeah,
man,
like
these niggas putting effects, making this sound.
Man, they make that stuff sound
They making
good.
everybody go hard.
Or they'll take like, you know what I'm saying, somebody said in the verse and make it into a hook, put some, you know what I'm saying? So
I seen the call.
Yeah, the engineers ain't getting no
So
credit.
at this point, I'm gonna say it's gonna be the engineer.
If you could be in a BET cipher, who would you want to be in a cipher with?
I want to be in a cipher with K-Dot. I want to be in a cipher with K-Dot. I'll probably have to say, damn, who else would I want to rock with? It's a lot of people, but K-Dot is like the first thing, on my list. I like, damn, that's a hard question. Only one I know right now is K-Dot. I'd have to come back to it.
Damn, Cole? No.
Cole is on. He do me on.
Dylan.
More hot fire.
Check his Forbes.
Yeah.
Homeless rich man.
I mean, okay, and then I gotta have Erykah Badu in there. Erykah Badu in there.
Already.
And you know what I'm saying? Like,
Hey, man.
Hey, try to call Erica right now, bro.
the queen. What? Oh, the queen. Man, that's. If I could just, I'm just gonna stand there. I ain't gonna rap. I'm just gonna stand there. Man, that'd be so crazy. So yeah, them the two I got right now. Y'all have to come back to me later.
I'm gonna switch topics for a minute. I'm gonna just talk about the crime in the city.
Okay.
In Shreveport because a lot of families been affected. I've been affected.
Yeah.
I mean, by you being a voice, what do you have to say about? Because everybody listens to your voice every day.
Man,
Not to put all that pressure on you.
No, it's difficult. What I try to do, especially being that I have a platform every night, I try to bring as much positivity as I can.
That's good.
When you consume yourself with the dark, you know what I'm saying, that becomes you, you know what I'm saying? So I try to at least be a light so that when you turn on the radio for a second, because there's a lot of news. It's a lot of news that I hate. Like, I hate. If you keep taking that in, or you know how many people scroll on their Facebook, Instagram, some of that stuff be fake. like the violence, you know what I'm saying? To me, Shreveport too small for me to be like saying what I might really feel behind closed doors, because I can offend so many people. Like, your tongue is a weapon. You gotta use it wisely, like what you speak, life and death. So I could say something, yeah, y'all need to da-da-da-da-da. I could speak on something I have no reason speaking on. It might be some other stuff behind that ain't none of my business. You know what I'm saying? But it's unfortunate because at the rate it's going, you losing so many people. So now you have a generation of kids coming up without fathers and mothers. You know what I'm saying? You got people that's losing people that they really love. You know what I'm saying? It's really difficult. So I just try to stay as positive as I can.
There
you know what I'm saying?
It's all about that energy, man.
That's the vibe you gotta put out, man.
You know, we always got asked the question as far as, you know, with this music industry, but also even the radio and just your experience just around music. What's the fakest shit that you done seen or that happened to you? And backdoor that with the realest shit that you done seen that's happened.
The fakest?
I know you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I know you know.
Ooh, no, if I say this, they gonna know. No. They gonna know.
Don't fuck up your job on account of this shit.
They gonna know.
We're gonna say X and Z, and we're gonna.
So.
Don't fuck up your job on this.
Names and places have been changed for the.
For real.
The fakest thing is, I guess, knowing that certain people, when they see me, will say one thing, and then, like, say for instance, if somebody from another town be like, "Hey, that girl right there," and it's like, "Nah, I can't really. She ain't home." You know what I'm saying? So, like, to me, that's kind of fake because you don't even have to speak to me. You know what I'm saying?
And they'll do that like within an hour. Within an hour.
You don't have like I'm not. You know, my life is gonna continue. Your life is gonna continue. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to pretend.
As simple as that. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I probably done some fake stuff to people. People probably think that something I did was fake. Not that I intentionally did it. So that might not be the play either. But I feel like it is people who, you know, might act one way in my face, but the real come out later.
So what's a realest thing that happened?
Realest thing that ever happened to me in street. I'm gonna speak present day. The realest thing that ever happened was getting the approval from Ratchet Life's significant other to put that video out.
Wow.
Because we shot it in August. We shot it a couple of times because we didn't have it finished, and I had like stuff planned, but life happens. So the scene that we got. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, he didn't get to see himself in the finished product. And so I was hoping, you know, I was waiting, you know what I'm saying? Because it happened, you know, we got to make sure, I mean, it's somebody important, you know what I mean? And so feelings, you want to let that die down, but, you know, she had put something on a post, and I was like, oh, yeah, she had tagged me on something. And I was like, please message me, give me your number, you know what I'm saying? Like, and we was messaging back and forth, and I was like, I want to send you the video first. And when she was like, thank you, you know, like that was real to me, because she don't have to do that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could look at it a whole nother way and think like, well, maybe, what's she trying, you know what I'm saying? But no, I'm genuine. So I ain't trying to, you know, let's keep, like, I was a fan.
Yeah.
Let's keep his music alive, like, you know what I'm saying? And even, and you know, the people that have known him all his life and people that loved him, I know they feel the same way. So just me being able to be a part of that, I feel like that was real, because they didn't have to do that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
You know, I say shout out to the whole Mandigo family, because we, Real Life Street Star, we were seeing personally from Angola Penitentiary.
Yeah.
Anthony Mandigo called us personally and say, hey, man, go talk to my nephew, go talk to my son.
Yeah.
Because I can't do too much.
Yeah.
As far as keeping that ratchet going or whatever, the significant that they made on the world. So I like to see Shreveport keep, you know, just keep that family.
Keep all that music.
Yeah.
That has to be preserved. You know what I'm saying? That's part of history. You know what I mean? So
Really?
even if I'm talking about Bone Thugs, you know what I'm saying? Like, they should feel this. You know what I'm saying? People should feel the same way about their artists from their city. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's important. And I've been in Shreveport so long. See, I also lived in Atlanta. and Florida. I went to school in Florida. So what I learned is when you go somewhere, you learn the landscape. You don't just go out there and, woo, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So when I learn the landscape, I have a different respect because I'm an outsider looking in. So I'm like, dang, y'all got Navajo, y'all got KP, y'all got Big Papa. Like, I don't know, I can't go through a list of people from where I'm from and say that. I can say that, you know what I'm saying, about, you got, you know what I'm saying, Mandigo Star, right? You know what I'm saying, Hurricane was signed. Like, I can say that about Shreveport. I can't say that from about where I'm from because I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But I know that. And to me, but I'm an outsider. So it's just like, if a kid got a toy that he played with forever, he get tired of it. Or he don't look at it the same as when he first got it when it's new. Yeah. I think that's how sometimes the perspective can be.
That's real, so, that's real.
Yeah.
You got any shout outs?
I just want to shout out to everybody that's supporting it. DJ D Spinks for directing the video. Big shout out to Big B. Long live life, RIP Ratchet Life. We just gonna keep that going. Shout out to anybody who support the Pink Robots. Y'all go to my website, thepinkrobotz.com. Run up the YouTube Young Nisa. Go with my move. Anybody that supported that, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I miss anybody, I'm sorry. Hi, Mama. I'm gonna shout out my mom. But yeah, you know, all the people who, you know, helped me get the numbers that I got in radio so that I can brag on, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Gotta shout out to the Most High, because, you know what I'm saying, I got the energy, the inner God in me, and I get to, you know what I'm saying, navigate that through the world, use it wisely and cautiously, you know. And shout out to y'all.
Appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying? Gucci gang. Gucci gang. Y'all don't got like a list of ratchet questions y'all wanna ask?
Yes.
Part 2 is on the way.
Okay, yeah.
But how can they reach you, get in contact with you, and then please tell them what time they can say we want to tune in. You.
Absolutely. Okay, so I got a couple Instagram pages, so you can find me at Young Nisa, YOUNGNISA, or at Black Keish, BLAQKEESH. Those are my Instagrams. If you search on Facebook, Young Nisa, you gonna find, I got like 3 pages on there. I got a Black Keish page too. YouTube, y'all go subscribe to my YouTube channel. I need y'all to go do that. Man, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's lit. YouTube, Young Nisa. Go to my website, thepinkrobotz.com. You can order merch and all that. What else am I missing? Did I say everything? I think I said
what time?
Oh, okay, so I'm on Monday through Friday, 6 to 10 on 99.7 KMJJ. Now, I don't know if anybody did this yet, but I'm actually on the top pop station as well. On Saturday and Sunday, I'm on Q97.3. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Is there an app like TuneIn?
Actually, they could download, you could do it on iHeart or download the KMJJ app and listen live.
So are we gonna get a Young Nisa versus Black Keish?
We might get, you know what I'm saying? I might pull a Jay-Z thing. You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, man, we love everything you're doing. We support everything you're doing. We salute you, man.
Thank
you
you.
the best. You the shit. You absolutely want to thank you for coming all the way out here to fuck with us. You are a real life 3-star, Young Nisa, Black Keish. Go with your motherfucking move.
Go with your move.
I'm gonna go with mine. Cause we gonna go with ours.
Go with your move.
God damn it.
Yeah.